amazing work. They managed to cover in 10 minutes what took me 1,200 pages. It was an extraordinary first season, and I want to bring out some of the people who made it so extraordinary. So I'll bring them out one by one, and let's start with the Kingslayer, Sir Jaime Lannister. We have Jon Snow. And the queen you love to hate, Cersei Lannister. The Emilia. Drogo. Queen Daenerys Stormborn. The two showrunners who have put all of this together and done such an amazing job. Big Head and Little Head, I'm not sure which is which here, but David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. So I have some questions for the crew here that I will be tossing to them one by one. And then at a certain point we will open it up for questions from the floor. So think of some good questions, but not for a while yet. So the last one comes first, so let's start with David and Dan here about how this all started. What was your first introduction to the books? How did you get involved in this madness? Well, yes.
And about 6 years ago, we were aging insecure artists and the books.
Close up your mouth.
The books were sent about 6 years ago. I'm ashamed to admit I hadn't heard of them back in 2006, and the first 4 showed up on the doorstep, and there were about 5,000 pages. And I just thought, wow, I don't know how I'm going to get into these. But I remember the scene that I did get into it, and it's basically what you just saw up there when Bran gets pushed out the window. And from that moment on, I was completely hooked. Had the same experience that so many millions of readers have had, where it's like crack on paper, and you can't stop. And at the time, people said, people were talking about doing it as a movie, and various people from movie studios would call and say, "I figured it out. We've got it. I've cracked it. I know how to make this into a 2.5-hour movie." 2.5-hour PG-13 movie. So we couldn't understand that. And I remember very distinctly calling you, George, and saying the only way we can see doing this is as an HBO series, thinking you wouldn't go for it. And we got really lucky and went for it.
I think we're all very happy, and I think you folks are going to be very happy too that we did go that way. Emilia, a question for you. quite the Cinderella story. Like you came to this project right out of drama school.
Yeah.
Would you? I mean, if you could go back in one of these many DeLorean time machines you see around the thing and talk to yourself 3 years ago, what advice would you give about what lies ahead of you?
Oh my goodness, do exactly the same thing as I was going to do anyway. I don't know what advice I'd give myself. Take a deep breath and read George R. R. Martin's books. It's been incredible. It's been an absolute...
Does drama school really prepare you for something like this?
No. No, there were no dragons in drama school, so yeah. I don't know. I think it was the thing that prepared me for this was Dani, like falling in love with her and just, the book, your amazing words and the amazing character that she is. That's kind of been everything that...
Has the show changed your life, or
yes.
Are you being recognized and so
No, see the hair. I kind of expected everyone to get out and be like, who is this girl? What? No. Although, actually one person, and I got, she gave me free frozen yogurt, so I was so happy.
Lena, one for you. You played a hero in the Saratoga Chronicles. And now you're playing a character that many of these people hate. How is that different for you? How do you prepare for that as an actress? Which do you prefer?
Well, it's kind of fun to be able to play a character who isn't trying to be morally good. So it's kind of fun, you know what I mean? I'm not playing to please anybody, but I have to say, people come out and say, I hate you. It's kind of horrible. Like I can do.
Do you like Cersei?
I love her. I think she's misunderstood.
She loves her children.
She loves her children.
That's right.
Extremely disturbed.
Nikolaj, this is your first Comic-Con, you just told me. Now, you started in New Amsterdam, and you're starting virtuality, and now in this. Are you a secret science fiction fantasy geek?
It's not a secret, no. I'm a fan. Yeah.
No?
I have to say thank you for coming. It's a ridiculous experience. I can't feel my feet. I don't know why.
I know as an actor, over the years you've probably gotten many good reviews and many bad reviews, as usually comes, but did anything in your past prepare you for the intense internet discussion of your nose?
I have a story. Years ago, I was in Iceland and I shot a movie. And at the wrap party, the gaffer, the guy who controls the lighting, he came up to me really drunk and said, "Hey, I gotta tell you, when I saw that nose, I thought, shit, I'm in trouble." But I'm sitting here now.
Geek capital of the world here. And I know there's a question that's on the minds of half of the people here, which is, and I've got to ask it, who would win, Khal, Drogo, or Conan?
Well, George, between you and me, Drogo would kick Conan. Drogo over here. Something like,
we saw in the clip the incredible scene where you ripped out the throat of Mago. Of course, a scene which is not actually in my books.
I'm sorry about that, George.
that scene come about?
I went to Dave and Dan because I finished Conan. I was like, I've just chopped off 100 people's heads. And I felt like we should, Drogo's just such a badass. I wanted just to do one scene, and I wanted to, the most intimidating thing to me would be to like not even use a weapon, and just to take his weapons out. And if he said something to my wife, I had a dream, and I wanted to rip someone's throat out. This is only because I didn't call it that. I don't do this. I had a really nice dream yeah, I wanted to do something so it looked like he was just the baddest man in the world, and you know, and you guys, and I'm sorry about that, and I hope you like it. Don't hate me.
I love that scene.
Thank you, sir.
I love that scene. I think everybody here loves that scene. Peter. Congratulations on the Emmy nomination, and I think I'm often asked when I do signings who's my favorite character in the books, and I always answer Tyrion. And I know many of the readers say he's my favorite character too. What is it like to step into a situation where you have hundreds of thousands of people who already know your character and love it? Does that change your approach as an actor?
Well, I don't know if I even have approach as an actor. I don't know. But I think that everybody on this panel was faced with that. When we started this show, really big shoes to fill, and I think, yes, Tyrion is liked a lot, but so are some of these other characters, so I don't know. Yeah, it was terrifying.
I think we're, Kit? You realize that your poster is going up on the bedrooms of thousands of people.
Scares the crap out of me.
It's always been my prediction that you and Richard, Team John and Team Rob, will You've been working with animals a lot, I've noticed, with a puppet horse in War Horse on the London stage, highly acclaimed, and with a dog playing Wolf on our show. Would you prefer that we went with puppet wolves next season, or did you like working with ghosts?
Yeah, the thing about puppet horses is they do what they're told, which is kind of a big bonus. No, I love my dog. I love Cooper, or Ghost, as he's called. I don't know. Yeah, we got on very well. He just didn't do what he was told, and all he wanted was the bit of meat in my hand. So he's quite often wagging his tail and he had his tongue out. Not looking threatening or silent at all, but I think he did a fabulous job, really.
Did you, as I asked Emilia, this has been quite a transformation for you too. Is your life changing as a result? Are you being recognized? And
I got recognised in Costa Coffee the other day. I was buying a latte, I got recognised by someone. And it's more that they kind of get a bizarre, kind of puzzled look of I'm sure I know you from somewhere. And then every now and again the question, have you read or you watched Game of Thrones? And at which point I say, well, actually, as it happened. But yeah, no, it's been remarkable. It's been an amazing journey. Absolutely.
Well, let's hope it's just beginning here.
Yeah.